Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arthur Bennink, and we are partner with Fluctus in the DeeldeZon project. They asked me for the challenges we had during this project. And Arthur, keep it in 5 minutes and 1 sheet. So now I know why, and now let's speed it up here. If you ask me, what we did in DeeldeZon is connecting the dots. We walked the talk in the project, and we started obviously with an electric vehicle, what you see there, and it's connected with a charger, a vehicle-to-grid charger. You also see there in the blue, not sure if you can see it at the back, the parties involved already. As we wanted to settle the charging sessions, we need to have a charging platform, a CPO platform, a backend. It's connected to the building, to the site itself, and then you have the DSO, site owner, and energy supplier up there as they are supplying the energy for the charging and the discharging there. Other usage, elevators, households, appliances, lights, etc. They are also in there. Energy assets, PV panels, you see those, as you want to do in DeeldeZon, PV panel, charging station, and the vehicle-to-grid car. And also then the grid itself, when the DSO primarily comes in play, maybe the TSO, depends on the site itself. So as you see, it's already rather complex what we are doing and what we did during the project. And what we wanted to do, and colleague Bart will discuss this further from Augie, is connect it all via an energy management system that's able to, well, charge, discharge the cars and manage the energy flows within the site itself. Also connected to the energy market, and then you have a complete picture of what a local solution, energy solution should be. So if you look at all those dots and arrows, it are all complexities and dependencies within there. And what we had in DeeldeZon is some issues and some challenges we need to conquer. Asset availability, that's in the charger and the car, the chicken and egg story. What's going to be first, a vehicle-to-grid car or vehicle-to-grid charger? The AC or DC, the war on currents, what's going to be, what's going to happen. And during the project, there weren't any protocol standards. No ISO 15118, no CCS, etc. And when there was a protocol, then the one speak posh English and the other spoke American. So they didn't connect really well. So there you have the same issue with the connectivity and the protocol standards between the backend, CPO backend, and the charger itself, the controller. This is a whole different subject on the CPO level and towards the EV driver. You should, if you want to settle the charging sessions, well, you have the dynamic pricing. We discussed this here in the energy contracts. And we have the settlement and what's going to happen and how are you going to settle negative pricing when you discharge more than that you charge in total. So that's going to be a challenge there. We didn't investigate that, as most of the times the charging sessions were more than we charged more than we discharged. Here, between the energy management and the CPO backend, there was also the protocols and the connectivity. And then you only have the left side, because here, when the charge point or the DSO comes in play, you have the congestion, what we need, the curtailment, what's happening, and the certification. We took us a year to get a charger certified via Synagrid. So there you have all the complexity there. And also we discussed with a grid operator to really take into that they were able to control the vehicle on the side behind the grid connection. That raised even more questions there. And to conclude, what we saw was the hardware integration. That was also easy because most OEMs have closed systems, which they want to have their inverter and, for instance, battery or PV panels all in their own ecosystem. These were primarily the main topics and challenges we faced. I think, well, what we did, we connected the dots. We made this work, we made it happen. But what you see, it still needs work. We need to reduce the complexity, and we need to keep working on it on every level. Legislation, financial, technology, software, functional. Because only then we are able to push this forward with each other and keep the dots connected.
Wow. Complexity. Wow.